So find neutral spine, so you might want a pelvic tilt. Length at the back of the neck. Try not to let the chin lift up towards the sky. Find pelvic floor, find TVA. We're going to go through our 5 sets, so it's 4 toe taps, 8 pulses, and then an 8-second hold. If you know your progressions, you want to go straight in, go for it. Otherwise, I'll start on beginners and I'll build it through. Hips are nice and still for this. Lower back's imprinting down to the mat. Ready, 4 toe taps. 4, 3, 2. Try not to let the hips tilt. And 1. Lift the head and shoulders. Pulse the arms. Stay strong in the wrists. Maybe spread the fingers. 8, 7, 6, 5. Tummies are still. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide hands towards the knees. If this doesn't feel comfortable, you could always just hold the earlobes just behind under your earlobes and hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Ready to go again. 4 toe taps, progressing if you choose up into tabletop. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're imprinting, pulsing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straightening legs, reach. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Here we go again. Shoulders are relaxed. 4 toe taps. 4 and 3. Imprinting the lower back down. 2 and 1. Progressing if you choose. Legs hovered. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rising up to a teaser or a half teaser. Your choice. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. 2 sets to go. 4 toe taps. And 3. And 2. And 1. Lift and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise to hold. If you're in teasers, it's lift up the chest, take the shoulders down and back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Last time. Ready to go. 4 and 3, 2, 1. Imprint that lower back down. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise. Teasers. Hold. Keep breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Take a full body stretch. Arms over the head and just come back to scrunching up the fist like we did in warm up for that first breathing exercise. Point the toes. Squeeze the glutes, press a little wiggle. Lift your shoulders up to your ears. Scrunch up your face. Big deep breath in. When you breathe out, just let all those muscles go. Active muscle relaxation. So from there, we're going to bend knees. Knees, feet hip width apart, hands on hips. Hips are still. Slide one heel away and then recentering, lifting it back up. Other side, slide and back up. Try again, keeping the imprint here with the lower back. Engage pelvic floor, engage TVA. Adding in palms together and just bringing that across to the bent knee. A little bit of a touch. Little fingers just touch the side of the leg. Recenter. Chin goes towards chest. Recenter. It's like drawing a bit of a semicircle around. Working with the obliques on this one. If you want to add in, you've got your tabletops, you imprint down. You go over again to the bent knee. It's the single leg stretch. Otherwise you're just working with the heel slide. Keeping that control. Try not to let the hips tilt. Working with your semicircles. 3 more. Breathing out. Chin towards chest, into that lift. Last one. Bend the knees, arms up towards the sky. Turn so that the palms are facing out, arms over the head. Now focus on keeping the spine down towards the mat. Circle that around the body. Come back to center. And then again. Length at the back of the neck, so don't let the chin lift up to the sky. Keep the pelvis tucked under. We're still imprinting here with the lower back. Engage with the core. Adding in, if you want, you just hug knees into chest. Then everything extends, arms over the head. You can still circle them around, come back. A little squeeze, double leg stretch. Really notice if the top of the back is lifting. So you like thoracic spine, the middle, mid-top. Is it lifting as your arms go over? If you're struggling with that, you can just place your arms, your hands behind your head and your elbows out to the side, because you can really work out an imprint on that. You can focus on imprinting the spine down. So up to you there. 2 more. Last one. I can hear the cows. Placing the feet on the mat, bend the knees, arms out to the side, breathing out. Just let the knees drop over to one side, lower back release. Look in the other direction. Breathe in center, breathing out over to the other side. And really allow the shoulders to go heavy on this. Feel the chest stretch. Option here is just extend back out to those corners, so tabletop legs, and then extend, hamstring stretching here. Breathing in at center, breathing out as you do your extensions. Or maybe you're just enjoying the stretch, lower back, chest stretch. There's a neck release in there too. One more, however that you're going through this. Come to center then, and it's a hamstring stretch. I did say we're going to reset today. So just see if you can hold on to either the hamstring or maybe you can get the calf muscle. Try and keep the shoulders relaxed, keep the length at the back of the neck. And just take a really super slow circle with the foot. A little bit of slow stretching there in the ankle. Notice if the other knee's like turned out. So just see if you can keep that in line. And if your hips have started to lift off the mat, you can just hold a bit lower if that's the case. Other way around with your circles. Then releasing with that leg, but don't let the leg drop just yet, because we're going to just take a little circle. So if you place your hands here on your hips, you're going to keep your hips super still whilst you take a little circle, one leg circle. Hands are just holding onto the hips. They want to tilt. Notice if the other knee is tilting here as well, spiraling with you. Other way around, just 4, 3, try not to hold the breath. Last one. Over to the other side. You've got your hamstring stretch to begin with. So whether you're holding your hamstring, try not to let kind of your bum really lift off the mat. Try and keep your hips, your bum down on the mat. Push away at the back of the knee and then just flex the foot. So just to kind of really feel like the calf muscle gets a stretch there too. And then take your circles with your foot. Just remembering to breathe. Other way around. Then release from there, hands there on hips. Take your one leg circle. And do you find when you're doing this one leg circle, you're really pushing into the foot that's pressing into the mat? That's what I do. I find that I really press into the mat. I want to see if I can let go of that, so if I can stop pressing in, and then use the core a little bit more, because I think I'm compensating there on my feet, when actually I need to use the core to keep my hips still. Other way around. Shoulders relaxed, jaw relaxed. One more. And then just placing that foot down, walk your heels so they're a little bit closer towards your bum. Pelvic tilt, so it's like a massage here for the lower back. Release there for the hip flexors. You can just stick with the pelvic tilt if you want a little bit more. Chin goes towards chest. You lift up the hips, arms over the head. And then if you want a little bit more from that, we can just work with the arms, moving over and back. Really think about imprinting shoulders down into the mat. More than that, straighten one leg. Focus on the hips being level. So sometimes when I'm teaching down at the village hall, I can see hips dropping. So really push in through glutes. Hips level. Shoulders imprinting. Chin into chest. Switching legs for the other side. Again, keep squeezing in those glutes. Don't forget to breathe. One more time, arms over. Arms back. Lower it all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae. See if you can rock yourself up to a seated position. So I'm going to prompt you for a roll back, but I might not do it because it's really bumpy here and it's kind of really hard. So I'm going to do the beginner's layer, but I'm going to give you the corkscrew that we did do last week. So I'm going to show you that. Knees, feet, hip width apart. So if you're not rolling back, lift up to nice sort of almost like an S-shaped spine. Down for your C shape. Otherwise, lift to your hover, C-shape the spine. Rock yourself back, and we're just going to do this really slowly with support. Rock yourself back, then lift up to a shoulder stand. Then take it over like you're doing your rollovers. And then it's like a corkscrew here. You're just drawing a really big circle with your legs. If it feels like it's too much with straight legs, you can bend. So you can imagine like this corkscrew sort of thing, spiraling. Go around one way and then back the other way. It's quite an intense move, so take it really slowly. Then when you're ready, you bring that down and then you rock it back. So if you can take it to a hover and then you have another go. So if you can, one more time over and then into your corkscrew. I'm going to just stick with my first layer because my ground's really bumpy. Nice and slowly. You can see if you can keep those legs straight. Extend at the backs of the knees on those corkscrews. Support your lower back with your hands. When you're ready with that, bringing it down. I'm just going to take a check on the time. So we've got 3 minutes before I know Mario goes. So we'll go with our roll down. So legs straight, flex up the feet, engage the hamstrings. And we're going to just breathe in, get nice and tall, almost like that heart stretch. Breathing out, half roll down, lower back coming down towards the mat, pulling in the core, recenter. Twist to the side. Remember those easy twists we did a few weeks ago? We had one knee bent, so if we can do it with legs straight. To the center. Coming down. Recenter. Other side for your open twist. Fingertips just touching the mat behind. Shoulders down, away from ears. Now if you want a little bit more, vertebrae by vertebrae, bring yourself down to full body stretch. Circle the arms round. You can sort of open the arms up and then take them into the twist. Think about lifting up the chest, take the shoulders back. Then bringing them back center. We could go in for the hamstring stretch, reaching forwards, then open up to the other side. You've just got your backs of your fingers there resting on your hand, fingertips pushing into the mat. Lifting up and then coming down. Full body stretch, chin into chest, drawing the core. Opening for your twist. Take a moment, breathe in, get tall, lift up the chest. Coming up, back up to center, then forwards for your hamstring stretch. Over to the other side. Breathing in. Lift up the chest, take the shoulders back. Centering all the way down. Last time through. Circling, breathing out. Chin to chest. Keep those feet flexed. Open twists. Center. Hamstring stretch. Left. Last one. Open twist. And centering. Quite a